All right. Welcome back to the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Eric Rodriguez, here every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time, always on the GSMC Sports Network. You can hear all the hottest topics in terms of professional wrestling, all the action inside and outside the ring, superstar rumors, injuries, contract updates, and, whatever sort or whatever you want to hear about professional wrestling, we talk about here. Professional wrestling news as well. So we're just kind of reiterate what we talked about. We recently got done talking about our WWE NXT Great American Bash Week 1 review. Now we're going to jump on to our AEW Dynamite preview. Dynamite actually got some pretty good numbers for Blood and Guts. Obviously, a lot of excitement heading toward AEW All-In at Wembley Stadium, especially, too cool, not coincidental, but you recently saw MJF make his way back onto the AEW roster, as well as the Hangman Adam Page. So a lot of cool stuff. Then you saw Darby Allin once again come back. So yeah, but before we get into any of that, I want to remind you guys to use the tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. Shoot me your comments, questions, and concerns. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. We get a number of questions, a lot of questions from viewers like you that come in during the show. So to ensure that your question gets read on air in front of millions of people and millions, I want to remind you guys to use this link. Obviously, and anything's greatly appreciated. More or less, I just care about your guys' opinions. Just want to hear what you guys have to say. This show is a hell of a lot better with a lot of audience engagement, 1,010%. So don't be too shy. Give me a shout out where you're listening from. Give me your projected storylines, your projected title wins, what you want to see at SummerSlam, what you want to see at AEW's All-In, what you want to see tonight on Dynamite, maybe someone that you want to see return to the WWE. So make sure you Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Remember, here at the GSMC Sports Network, we do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity. So make sure you hit up that tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. All right, so it's Wednesday. You know what that means. AEW Dynamite is live in Greensboro, South Carolina. Obviously, still heading toward AEW's All-In London 2024 on August 25th. Quite, you still got a solid month, still got a solid 3-4 weeks of AEW wrestling, so a lot could happen until then. So Wembley Stadium, it's waiting, it's hot, it's on the market. So yeah, let's talk about some AEW Dynamite. First, we're going to start off with the CMLL World Women's Championship Eliminator match. Tonight we have Willow of Nightingale going up against Kris Statlander. And for this match, you know what? I feel like, of course, after you saw what happened at Double or Nothing, you saw Willow of Nightingale lose her AEW TBS Championship to Mercedes Moné. I want to see these girls go at it. I want to see these girls go at it maybe in a no rules hardcore match. Obviously, both of these women have a lot of animosity toward each other, a lot of hate, just a lot of grind. I think it's going to be, obviously with that freaking dope Stokely, that guy. God, I hate that guy. But he makes an interesting. I think 1,010%. So I want to see these girls go at it. I see Kris Statlander maybe with the help of Stokely win this match tonight, and we're gonna get it at AEW All-In, the title match. So 1,010%. I think that Willow Nightingale, although how much I do love her, although how much I think she's she's such the boss, man. She's the women's champion. She is the women's champion of AEW, like without a doubt. So, definitely think that's going to be awesome. Definitely think that's something that AEW should probably consider. Kris Statlander taking on Willow of Nightingale for the CMLL World Women's Championship at AEW All-In Wembley Stadium would be cold. Next, we have the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. Ospreay. Taking on the Murder Hawk monster, Lance Archer. Lance Archer was recently seen absolutely causing demolition inside the arena at an AEW showing. But, I gotta be honest, like, I know he's technically, buddy with the Dark Order and stuff like that. Will Ospreay rely on maybe some of his Don Callis family to help him out? And when he relies on them, maybe they turn their back on him like Kyle Fletcher does or so. Maybe you see Trent Beretta come out and absolutely kill it. So 1,010%, I think that Will Ospreay will probably pick up the victory tonight. Although Lance Archer has been absolutely on one lately. He's been so, just demolition, such demonic, such demanding, but most importantly, he's been winning. And that's something that, AEW now you have you're gonna have a match between Will Ospreay and Lance Archer. There's, honestly, I think it's going to be, it's gonna be freaking awesome. It's gonna be dope. So it's gonna be interesting to see what MJF does within this match because he does have a rematch for the AEW International, well, the AEW American Championship heading toward all in. Will Ospreay has the home field advantage. Would be pretty crazy to see, Maxwell Jacob Freeman getting involved in this match. So, guys, tonight for the first time ever, we're going to see the Hangman Adam Page take on Darby Allin. Obviously, the last time you saw Darby Allin, that crazy SOB, he got Team AEW the victory at Blood and Guts, threatening to light Jack Perry on fire. Jack Perry, even himself, he was like, you know what, I don't care, just do it, I don't quit. But then you had to see Matthew Jackson kind of step in, and he was like, no, man, we can't do this. You have a title shot for the TNT Championship at All In, and then you also got the victory at Blood and Guts. So to be honest, I feel like one of the biggest superstars right now who has a pretty bright future ahead of himself, despite the fact that every single match he goes into, he seems like he's always getting his ass kicked. Classic Mick Foley vibes. But no, 1,010%. I think that obviously this match is going to be awesome. Obviously, you're going to see the Hangman Adam Page, kind of bring out a little rugged, a little dirt, a little cheat moves here, but then you're going to see Darby Allin doing what he does best, much like he does every single time he steps into the ring. It's just prove all the naysayers wrong. I got to be honest, I love Darby Allin. 1,010%. Obviously, think of Darby Allin, I think of Gigi Allin, the grotesque model in terms of punk rock in the early 90s, late 90s, 90s ish. But I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Both of these superstars, super talented. Hangman Adam Page wants Swerve Strickland. I don't think he wants any part of Darby Allin, to be honest. I didn't even think he wanted any part of the AEW Blood and Guts match. He more or less just kind of went there. He was like, you know what? Swerve's going to be there. All right, I'll be there. Like, he didn't really give a damn about the Young Bucks. He didn't really give a damn about Kazuchika Okada. He didn't give a crap about Jack Perry. And, he just wants a shot at Swerve Strickland because once, he was gone, he was suspended. You saw Swerve Strickland basically make it up to the top, defeating Samoa Joe. Maybe things would have been different if he would have never been suspended. But, honestly, at the end of the day, bro, it's kind of your fault. So, 1,010% can't wait to see. Next, we're going to see the American Dragon will live on in Greenville. Did I say Greensboro or Greensville, South Carolina? So, obviously he has a huge match for the AEW World Championship at All In London 2024 at August 25th against Swerve. He recently last week on Dynamite had a interview with Renee Paquette where you saw Jeff Jarrett go up to him. Jeff Jarrett basically bared his heart out. And it was kind of sad to see a little bit, but he kind of bared his heart out because he was the tag team partner of Owen Hart before he passed away. He was actually supposed to fight in a match with Owen Hart that night. He with his entrance, botching and him falling ultimately to his death. And he wanted to win that match, I feel like, for Owen. You know what I mean? So, after the match, he came up and he said, to be honest, Brian, I feel like you deserve this match, but I got to be honest, I got to question your reluctance. I feel like you have one foot in the door. I feel like you have one foot out of the door. So, you have to decide what you want to be right now. And it's not just a play on words in terms of Daniel Bryan's neck injury, because that is a big deal. That's something that you cannot just be like, oh, cool, I'm gonna go out and wrestle. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, this guy has had past surgeries in terms of his neck. This guy once slightly moved, much like the doctor said, like, we have to make sure your neck stays fixable. If it doesn't, then guess what, dude? You're confined to a wheelchair. You're paralyzed, and it's just something that it's a very uneasy feeling. And just to make matters worse, his contract ends tomorrow, August 1st. So yeah, obviously a lot of things have to be decided. He agreed with his wife, Brie Bella, that, you know what? The last contract that I said I was going to sign with AEW was when I signed with AEW. So, for the future, for Bryan Danielson's sake, obviously, I would never, ever, ever, ever want to see him go out of wrestling because I feel like he does so damn good. He's put on amazing matches. Like he's put on great matches in WWE, but ever since he made it to AEW, I feel like he kind of tapped into a new source there. So, would hate to see Bryan Danielson go, but as a father, as a husband, you kind of just understand, if he had to, kind of retire a little early there. All right, next we're going to see Mercedes Monet Muscle Camille once again antagonizing Dr. Britt Baker DMD. This match is getting hot. This match is getting crazy. Mercedes Monet, she's the CEO, but she's not going to be the CEO tonight. I give you that 1,010%. Tonight you're going to see Dr. Britt Baker hopefully get her revenge against Camille. Camille came out absolutely like she was like, you don't want to mess with that girl. She laid waste to the former AEW World Women's Champion last week on Dynamite. But of course, then you saw, Mercedes Moné all happy, flashing her title and stuff like that. God, I hope she loses it. I'm just kidding. No, never wishing, anybody to lose in terms of that. Gotta stay relatively unbiased, objective. Next, we see Mariah May. We'll sit down with Renee Paquette. We're gonna find out exactly her intentions are after Tony Storm said, basically, you're going to die and I'm going to die with you or something like that. I forgot exactly what she said, but it was freaking gold. It was awesome. God, what did she say? But I'll figure it out and I'll talk to you guys. Then we're gonna have a trios match once again. The conglomeration of the Ring of Honor World Champion and still Ring of Honor World Champion Mark Briscoe teaming up with Orange Cassidy and Tomohiro Ishii against Roderick Strong, Rouge, and the Beast Morta. So a lot of cool stuff happening on Dynamite tonight. Make sure you check it out. I can't wait to watch it. It's on record right now, so make sure you tune into AEW Dynamite. That's, it already aired on the East Coast, but it's live right now on, I believe, TNT or TBS, one of those Turner broadcasting stations. So kind of staying on the AEW, WWE kind of topic. We're going to dig into that. Don't want to get too crazy about it because I know I'm running out of time on this segment. So you guys, hey, just, grab your favorite drink, grab your favorite snack, sit down and join your favorite wrestling fan in about maybe like 20 seconds.